how this works is obviously we're on an A380, we're on the upper deck and we're at the front of the top deck. There's only 6 of these suites, row 1, row 2, row 3. Rows 1 and 2, one on either side, can combine into double cabins and double beds, and you might have seen pictures of those. Then 3A and 3F are single cabins. They've been styled sort of like a hotel room, so you've got a seating area, dining area and a work area, and then when you want to go to sleep, the bed is converted and you lie that way and fall asleep. The bed is 76 inches long, 27 inches wide, and this leather seat that I'm sitting in is 21 inches wide. It has a tall back, it's very comfortable to sit in, and certainly wide enough for all but the largest travellers. The way that the seat works is that you've got a forward-facing seat here, and then in front of me, which I'll show some pictures of, there's the bed that at the moment is up like it would be on a caravan or something like that, and then that will fold down and you'll be sleeping sideways that way, I guess, once we get going. Already been shown that I've got a personal wardrobe here where I can hang things, and somewhere to store a wheel-on bag as well. And this is the champagne. Seat number there, or in suite, I suppose, 3F on SQ305, which is the 9:10 morning departure from London to Singapore. This is the, I think we have to do them both at the same time. There's space for them. And this is the wardrobe. It's got my jacket, suit and shirt. And at the bottom actually you can fit in a bag. There's some storage space there. And these are the Pajamas by Lalique, size medium, let's hope, and also the Unisex Amenity bag. Both of them coming in polyurethane. I will polythene. I will go on. No. You come in. It's fine. It's fine.
Firstly, may I offer you a copy of magazine?
Yeah, please. Could I get that one?
We have selection of business magazine as well as the leisure magazine.
I want them all. But no, I'll just have those 3. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome.
Thanks a lot. Thank you. Yeah, I'll be modelling the Pajamas, no doubt, at some point during the flight. It's a bit like Christmas when you first get on board. It seems like there's gift after gift. This is the Lalique Unisex amenity bag. There's a sort of small crystal fish in here, which looks like this. I think that's signature to Lalique. You've got the normal sort of products you'd expect, although obviously of a decent size. That's the body lotion. Never really known anyone who puts body lotion on during the course of a flight, but I might be wrong. Lip balm, which is quite useful. And lastly, what's it going to be? Let's see if I can do it one-handed. Looks like a mister. Oh, it looks like a plastic bag. That is soap. Again, I think that's the first time I've had soap actually in an amenity bag. And then presumably an offer for more Lalique products. And then a big scented candle. Neroli, Casablanca, so that's all in the bag. And then obviously we've got the robe as well. Sleep robe. What am I talking about? Pajamas is what I call them. Luckily there's an instruction video for this seat, which I am beginning to feel like I need. I always thought I was spoilt flying business class occasionally, but it would take a long time to get used to first class.
Place your seat forward by selecting the takeoff and landing icon. For entertainment, swivel your seat to the TV position. Adjust the TV for better view.
This is the bit I really like.
Dive into Chris World using
Kind of like a James Bond villain chair.
Your bed can be adjusted for
See, if someone displeases me, I just turn my back to them in this way and look out of the windows.
and adjust the recline to your comfort. We have designed several light settings to suit
Like Homer Simpson, just constantly playing with the chair.
or directly from the lights themselves. There are also
And there's no one saying, stop playing with the chair or you'll break it.
These can be enabled by pulling them out.
We've got a vanity panel here with the Bose noise cancelling headphones. I've put the Amenity bag, the Lalique one, in the middle by the vanity mirror. And then down there you can see I've just put a few magazines. Apparently that's where you can put your handbag if you don't want to put it on the floor. And then here, next to, I'll just move the towel, is where you've got the controls for, well, everything. What's good is that they've thought about a lot of things. So for instance, you've got a separate control when the bed's down for powering things. And there's also here a separate, I'm just going to do it there. So those are headphone jacks, so that you, depending on where you are, obviously if you're lying in bed, you want the headphone jack here. If you're in the seat, you want the headphone jack by the seat. And then here, just by the champagne, you can see the details of the flight. As you can see here, when you want to work or dine, you move the chair towards the door and the table. The table comes out of this side thing and then swivels, so it's very comfortable, very firm. What's slightly odd is that you are actually facing straight out into the aisle, and for that reason, it's good that there are these doors here. It's true that you don't get complete privacy. They don't go right the way up to the ceiling, so people, if they wanted to, could look over. So you wouldn't want to walk around naked or anything. But it does give you some privacy. So for instance, if I wanted to continue working here and watching TV, I probably would slide that door shut, just so that every time someone walked past, they didn't look at me and I didn't look at them. So the privacy thing is well thought out. It's not complete, but it's certainly good enough. I'm keeping the door open at the moment because I'm getting served drinks and we're about to start the meal service. Plus, for me, it's interesting. There's also the fact that directly across the aisle, there actually isn't anyone in 3A. If they were in 3A and they were sitting in the same position, I have to say we'd be looking at each other eye to eye. So that's the setup when it's all just watching television, and now we're going to see how it's turned into a bedroom. Okay, so now the bed is made up, it is time to go to bed. I hope you can see what this is like. It's pretty comfortable. Well, it's very comfortable, let's face it, we're on a plane. I can make the TV go so that it faces me completely. I've got a light above me which I can turn off, bottle of water, time to sleep. Or maybe watch some TV and then go to sleep. Okay, well it's a few hours later. I probably got 3 hours sleep, but that's more to do with this being a day flight, although overnight to Singapore, so we'll get there at 6:30 in the morning. The bed is very comfortable. There's plenty of length, even I think for the tallest, and it's wide enough as well. If I try to find one negative thing, the seatbelt that comes over here is incredibly tight. It starts off loose, you put it in here, but it gradually gets tighter and tighter during the course of the night. So that's great for safety, but it does feel at times like you've been restrained. And certainly for turning over, I was aware of it. I guess it would give some people a sense of security, but it was quite tight. Other than that, very comfortable, very quiet cabin. No noise from the galley, even though I'm in the back of the cabin in row 3, and very comfortable. I'm now going to get up and get ready for breakfast, because it must be at least 3 or 4 hours since I last ate. And this is the corridor at the front of the A380, and you can see at the end there, those are the stairs going down, and this is looking from the front of the aircraft going backwards. So you've got suites 1A and 1F, then 2, and then finally 3. This is 3A. I'm sitting in 3F, but this is 3A. And this is the bathroom on the right hand side at the front of the aircraft. Obviously some airlines, well Emirates has got a shower in one of these spaces. This is just a very roomy space where, well, you can do your makeup there, or get changed very easily, or I don't know, do some yoga. Plenty of room. There are 2 washrooms stroke lavatories. This is the smaller of the 2. So this is me back at work, 2 hours to go, just getting some breakfast prepared. This is the illy coffee. I went for one of the single varieties, Ethiopian, very nice indeed. You can just hear the cabin beginning to come alive as breakfast is prepared. And this is the breakfast that I've chosen. It's actually from what they call the delectable menu, which is available throughout the flight. They're hewn noodles with Chinese greens, black mushrooms and vegetable stock, and as you can see I've also got prawns in it as well, with a Perrier. Okay, well we're coming to the end of the flight now. It's been very enjoyable. As I say, I've had a couple of hours sleep, just had some breakfast. We've enjoyed this flight check, and fingers crossed one day you'll get a chance to fly this first class product on the A380 with Singapore Airlines.